Hello again. What most folks don't know is that Harry Reid did everything and anything that he needed to do to get the kinds of votes that he needed to get to force through Obamacare. Now that's after he fraudulently put it together to begin with, and that's being heard by the D.C. Court of Appeals. We'll see. We'll see what they do. In either case, I know that a number of these senators are coming up for re-election, and I just want to make sure that people understand what Harry Reid did and what a number of other senators, Democratic senators, did in order to give Harry the votes that he needed to force through Obamacare. Ben Nelson, he's known for the Cornhusker Kick-Back. Now what he did was he held up Harry Reid to exempt Nebraska. All Nebraskans are exempt from Obamacare. That's a permanent exemption for the state share of Medicaid expansion. That's what Harry Reid gave Ben Nelson. That's known as the Cornhusker Kickback. Now, another Democrat, Bernie Sanders, he took credit for $10 billion in new funding for community health centers. While denying it was a sweetheart deal, he was clearly more enthusiastic about a bill he said he couldn't support just 3 days prior. And then you got Senator Carl Levin out of Michigan. He carved out an exemption for nonprofit insurers in the states from a healthy excise tax. Similar insurers in the other 48 states will pay the tax. Vermont and Massachusetts were given additional Medicaid funding, plus for Sanders and Patrick Leahy, 3 states, Pennsylvania, New York, and Florida, all won protections for their Medicare Advantage beneficiaries at a time when the program is facing cuts nationwide. Now, all of this came on top of a $300 million increase for Medicaid in Louisiana, designed to win the vote of Democratic Senator Mary Landrieu. So, you have an idea as to what certain senators did in order to get Harry Reid to agree to their terms before they agreed to push through Obamacare. Now, what's interesting is this. Under pressure from the White House to get a deal done by Christmas, Reid was unapologetic. He argued that, by definition, legislating means deal-making, and defended the special treatment for Nelson's home state of Nebraska, as long as the other states as well, like Louisiana. How sick is all of this, folks? Huh? Well, I hope it all just falls apart. I hope that the courts in D.C. recognize that what Harry Reid did was pure fraud. And I hope that he's arrested and sent to a federal prison for his crimes, along with all of the other folks that helped push through this $1 trillion boat anchor around the American people's neck. That's what I think. So what do you think? Remember, they're coming up for re-election. Remember, Mary Landrieu, Louisiana. Huh? Don't forget her. She's definitely one that needs to be given the HEFO.